Car Sales Talk 101, where it's all about life in the car business. Telling you like it is. Here's the man with the plan, Terry Cameron. Let's get started.
Welcome back to Car Sales Talk 101. I'm Terry Cameron. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You know, over the years, it's been getting tougher and tougher to sell cars and make any kind of gross profit. I mean, when I remember when I first started, we were selling Jeeps and Grand Cherokees for $25,000, $30,000, and we had about $4,000 or $5,000 markup at the time. So we could give away that $2,000 rebate and another $2,000, and we could still have a $2,000 gross. And for most people, that's about a $400 or $500 commission. So you didn't have to sell too many of those to have a decent month. Well, times have changed. The internet is out there. Everybody is the same size online. Everybody can see everybody's price, and the consumers can see it also. So if you're a consumer and you're listening to this, these aren't any secrets. You might want to learn from this and take it a little bit easier on your salesperson when you finally sit down to negotiate with them. The hardest thing to do in the car business right now, in my opinion, is to sell cars and make gross profit off of it. Most new car manufacturers rarely make a gross profit. Their money is coming via volume bonuses, bonus money at the end of the month. And man, God forbid if you fall 2 or 3 cars short of that number after giving up gross all month long and you don't hit that bonus, well, probably somebody is out of a job. So again, it's tougher, and there is a lot of stress on everybody that have to live on gross. Now, I work with salespeople that are not worried about gross at all because they get paid off of bonus, and they get paid bonuses off of units. I sure wish I could get them thinking the other way. That way they could actually realize that when I say the sky's the limit, I mean it. They can make tons of money if they would just start thinking about gross profit and taking care of the dealership. Now, over the years, I've seen many different ways dealers came up with to add gross to the deal. And probably the most common one is the Addendum sticker. And the Addendum sticker is there for a reason. Again, if you're a consumer, you need to know there is a cost to that Addendum sticker, to the benefits on there. And there are benefits that go along with it. It's not pure profit. There usually, and most of the time, is a cost associated with the products on the Addendum. And I've seen some wacky ones. I've seen Addendums in my time from anywhere from $495 to $5,500, $6,000. And the cost to the benefits on there may have been just a few $100s. Now, if you're a salesperson, please do not be afraid of the Addendum sticker. I see this all the time. When customers come on the lot, the first thing we do is we talk about the MSRP, that window sticker, that Monroney label that came from the manufacturer. We're afraid to look a little bit to the right of that and point at the price after the Addendum. And there's a reason. At least I think there's a reason for it. And that reason is because we don't know how to sell the Addendum. There's the things that you see on the demo are on the Addendum are things like window tint, paint sealant, and fabric guard. My favorite, nitrogen in the tires, ding and dent repair, tire repair, pinstripes. There's also some hard ads, and these are a lot easier, I think, to sell to the customer. And that's like mud guards, body kits, upgraded tires and wheels. Maybe we added leather interior or put a DVD or rear entertainment system in the vehicle for them. They're a little bit easier to justify. But if you want to make gross, if you want to start making gross, and managers and dealers, if you want your salespeople to learn how to make gross, teach them how to sell the Addendum. They need to know the products that are on there, and they need to know the benefit to them. For example, what is the benefit to tint? You know, we charge $2.99 for tint. I know some places do it $1.99, but I've seen $4.99 on some Addendums for tint. But there's plenty of benefits. Other than just keeping it a little bit cooler in the car, it protects your fabric, it protects the leather, keeps it from fading. It also gives you a little bit of privacy when you want to put things in the back seat, so people can't see what's in there. keeps the temperature down, which means that the air conditioner doesn't have to work as hard, which means if the engine and everything else isn't working real hard, you might get a little bit better gas mileage. Okay, so maybe I'm stretching a little bit, but the fact is tint is there and there's a benefit to have it. What about nitrogen? Yeah, I know. I think it might cost $1.50 to put nitrogen in a tire, and what do we charge? $199, $200 for nitrogen. There is a benefit, though. I mean, as long as it keeps your tire pressure the same at the proper pressure, the wear is going to be much better. Your gas mileage is going to be better, and the longer that tire lasts, the less money you have to spend on replacing those tires. Again, that's real simple, but again, there is a benefit to have nitrogen. So all the other stuff that I just talked about, the fabric guard, paint sealing, and all that, as long as you believe in it and it's on the vehicle, you need to know how it works and why it's important. That way, when you sit down with the customer and the first pencil comes out and it's got MSRP plus that $18.99 or whatever it might be, you can justify it. At the very least, you have a little bit more room to negotiate. Don't give it away just because you don't think it's important. Or shame on you if you're one of those product specialists that does not get paid on commission. They get paid on units. Shame on you if you just give it up. Remember, the dealership has to make a profit to pay you even if you are on salary and not commission. And the longer and the more profit they can make, the better off they're going to be. And as long as you're taking care of them, I always know this to be true, the dealership will take care of you. Ours does at the very least, in every dealership that I've worked for. So what I want you to do is look at everything that is on your addendum and research the value and the benefit to have that on there. So when the customer does have that question, you can answer it. The other day, I looked at an addendum from a competing dealer. We did a dealer trade, and I got it. And they had a $2,295 addendum on the vehicle. And what they got for that was rental cars whenever the car was in service. I don't know, we do that for free anyway. They get to use the lounge and the snacks and water and drinks while they're in for service or waiting for anything else in the dealership. Again, I think that's complimentary. So I asked the sales manager how he gets away with that. He goes, simple. We just don't talk about it. We ask for it all. And that's what I'd like to get into everybody's head. Ask for it all and take what you can get. There's nothing wrong with making money. No matter what you do, on a new car nowadays, you're not going to make much money. So the customer can't really think that they're getting ripped off, unless, of course, you are ripping them off. The addendum is there for a reason. It's there to help keep the doors open at the dealership, and it's there to help you make more gross and get paid more commission. So when your first pencil comes out, if the addendum is not added to the MSRP, I want you to stop, do an about face, head right back to the desk, ask your manager to add that addendum to the price, and give you the opportunity to sell it a little bit above MSRP and make a little bit more money for you and the dealership. Let me tell you, when you get good at that, the sky really is the limit. I'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please rate it and write a review on Apple Podcast. We appreciate your valuable feedback. You can email Terry at 10minutessalestalk@hot.rr.com. And don't forget to share the show with a friend.